Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Mahoutsukai no Yome Season 2, Episode 22, right? It's 22, isn't it? It is Episode 22, in which, who knows what's gonna happen, honestly. The previous episode ended in a very interesting way, so to speak, with a cliffhanger, with a very interesting cliffhanger too. So that really makes me wonder how is this one going to go, to be perfectly honest with you. To be more specific though, in a previous episode, in episode 21, we had Zoe possessed by something. I don't know, I really don't know what it was. But it gave Zoe the power to turn the screws in the head of one of the werewolves into stone, and they crumbled away, and that freed the werewolf from under Granny's influence. So now it's probably on the way to exact revenge. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see about that. Then we had Alcyone let everybody into the mansion, tell them where Philomela is, with the stipulation that Elias is not to go there, is not to go see Philomela. He is to stay here with Alcyone because she has something to tell him, or something along those lines. Then we met Philomela, who was changing more and more. Thankfully, she wasn't able to go through the Thurisaz protection that Chise provided for everybody. Chise overloaded her with mana, I believe, and she turned into a tree and sucked everybody in. And in the depths of Philomela's consciousness, or everybody's collective consciousness at this point, Chise was looking for bits and pieces of Philomela, the petals, the flower petals, to slowly reassemble her again. Going through Philomela's memories, through her traumas, through the good times as well, right? Through the whole package, through everything that makes Philomela. Also showing a little bit of herself to her, so that was also nice. Then we found the rest of the gang, which was Isaac, Lucy, and was there anybody else sucked in? No, Rian is at school. Zoe is fighting. Yeah. Isaac and Lucy, right? Right. We know that Isaac, the Farrars were kind of sort of subservient to surgeons. Well, not really, but I know, something along those lines. There's still something between those two families that's fucky-wacky. We know that Isaac doesn't want his face touched for some reason. That's also interesting. And eventually we found out that Philomela was there with the werewolves when Lucy's family was assassinated. Yikes. Yeah, that certainly didn't make Lucy anymore, it didn't make her like Philomela anymore, for sure. But Philo, of course, asked a very good question. What could I have done? I was fucking 11. I was sent there by my granny, broken-minded, and I was just told to go there with no explanation. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Right, so the tension is, I think, a little bit taken care of, or was. Philomela was whole again, right? Everything was nice and good, and hey, we saved her. But then the fucking Carnamagos, or whatever the fuck it was, appeared again and dragged Philomela back into the darkness. And we are at square one. Shit. I hope that problem gets solved. I hope Philomela does get rescued, actually, by Chise, and I hope she sticks around as a friend. That would be preferable if Chise had, like, one friend, at least one friend of her age in also the magic business, right? Because Chise has that that village girl whose name I can never remember. Alice, I think. No, someone else. Well, okay, sure. Philomela has Alice, but I'm talking about the other girl, right? That she met at near the end of season 1. Whatever. But she's not like from the magic world. Philomela, meanwhile, is. So it would be nice if she stuck around, because they have a lot to bond over, right? All their past traumas, how they were changed. I also liked how Chise said that, hey, I'm not just trying to save you for your own sake, I'm also doing it for myself, because I also went through that, and by helping you, I'm helping myself by proxy. Cool. Meow, what do you want? Yeah, go clean yourself, sure. She wanted me to know that she's going to be cleaning herself now, I guess. And of course, we cannot forget about another big cliffhangy moment, misdirection moment, I guess, maybe kind of sort of. A scene that looked like Elias struck Alcyone and was holding her in the air by her heart or whatever. I suppose he was just retrieving the Carnamagos testament, or he was, I don't know, trying to fix her insides or whatever. But it certainly looked like Elias killed Alcyone. So that's another thing that we're gonna have to deal with. We're gonna have to learn whether it was actually how it was, or is it something else entirely. I don't know. We were completely misdirected, or not misdirected. The episode took a complete 180 at the very last moment. So now I'm really not sure what episode 22 has in stock for us. I guess we should just watch it and see, right? To do it, you will of course need your subs to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on. And I'm gonna have to ask you for support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching episode 22 of Ancient Magus Bride in 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, Philo. Oh, we're seeing a recap, right? Right, she was finally able to call for help, and in that very moment, she disappeared. Oh, I was expecting the opening to play right here, to be honest with you. But no, I guess we're just continuing. Right. Now it's all up to you, Philomela. Oh. And I guess that's the choice you made, sure. I thought it's gonna be a scene where now she has to decide for herself that she wants to be freed. Right? Not anybody else. She herself has to decide that. But no. Oh. Okay, so she's been freed, but still broken and corrupted. And Chise has also been freed, but where is everybody else? Hello, Ruth. Thank you for being here. Yes, yes you are. Where are you going, Philo? To Granny? To snitch on Chise or something? It's a big glass pen. I have no clue where it's going. I have no idea. initially I thought that maybe Philomela is taken into the depths of water because it was still like Chise and the gang deciding for herself, but now it's Carnamagos drawing her in and asking, what do you want to do? And Philomela herself will have to make the stand, right? No, I no longer want to be under your influence. I reject thee, right? Something like that. Then I thought that maybe she merged with the Carnamagos the same way Chise is merged with the dragon and Cartaphilus, right? When she was also escaped the tree together with Chise. That, okay, my fingers didn't grow back, but I'm free from the influence of Carnamagos. It's part of me, right? My darkened hand, but it's not me, and I'm not it, right? And now I'm just not sure. And now I just don't know. Chamomile and pear, but I think still a little bit too hot to drink, so yeah, it's gonna have to wait a little. I'm gonna get some juice. Give a thief enough rope and he'll hang himself. So what is Elias doing? Some sort of surgery on her or something? Yeah. This darkened core or whatever it is, the limiter. Elias is gonna take care of it. Okay. Alright. So I was correct. Destroy, you say? I guess we could use that. Yeah, and that put the limiter inside of her. And now it's shattered. Yep, she can now fulfill her duty to Philomela. Oh? Did you really need to hold her by her neck to perform the surgery, though? Okay. Alcyone has been fixed up. That's good. Philo? No. Granny's backstory. But young Granny. So, the cycle of abuse, huh? In vitro? Oh, no, she's giving birth. Gotcha. Who's the father? That's what I want to know. Who's the grandpappy? Your hand. Yeah, it really reads like a cycle of abuse, right? Granny was abused, so she abused her son. The son broke that cycle of abuse, but Granny in turn started abusing her granddaughter. And that's the chicken from the opening. But then Adam ran away. Right. Ah, it had to have been her. Of course. Of course. From just a gunshot? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that really doesn't make me feel any empathy for her. Regardless of whatever you show me. Oh, okay, the rest of the gang is here as well. No matter what you show me, I'm not gonna be like, oh, poor granny. I understand why she was abusing Philomela so much. No. Rip her heart out. No, don't. Don't stop, continue. Break Philomela, but in a good way now. And to that end, you didn't even close the cellar. Oh, flesh for flesh, right? Sacrificing Philomela to resurrect Adam. Is that it? Probably, yes. Probably exactly what it is. Yes. Welcome to the world of mages. Of course not, we're going with you. Exactly. Be fast about it, though, because she's gonna be sacrificed soon. But I don't wanna. No, don't come, Philomela. Stay, Philomela. Stay fucking put. Oh, demo? Demo? Eh? Eh? Are you gaining conscience finally? Yep. Let's go. No, she's not. Your father, sure, maybe. At the cost of you. Your mother? Why? She despises her. Yes. Where did you thought it's going to go? A Lamia and a Centaur? Interesting guards. No resistance, no nothing? Okay. Granny probably erased them from your memory, let's be honest here. Chise, would be nice if you appeared right about now. Alternatively, Elias, Alcione. Anybody? The cellar can't be that far, can it? What is that? That's the Carnamago's eye. A lot of parallels to how Adam was behaving. No, the fuck you have someone. Hello, Chise. Are you Chise? You are Chise. Okay, rip Granny's head off. Something, anything, I don't fucking know. I wanna see blood. There we go, yes! Burn that motherfucker. How about we throw you into the ring? How's that sound, eh? Please don't let it be the cliffhanger. It's gonna be a cliffhanger, isn't it? It's gonna be another fucking cliffhanger. 100% it's gonna be a fucking cliffhanger. Yeah, her going loose. There we go! Finally, yes! Elias? Yeah, and? A sword? A spear? A fucking warhammer, sure. Crack her skull open. Or destroy the circle. And then crack open her skull. Keep the hammer. Tough shit. Tough shit, Granny. The shine in her eyes. Quite literally, too. Better late than never. That's a nice art. I really didn't like this episode. Granny is still alive. That was some bullshit. No, I enjoyed it. I really did. But yeah, if I were to have one criticism, it would be that Granny is still alive. Not gonna lie. Oh well. We still have 2 more episodes. Anything can happen, right? Anything can happen still. And yeah, that explains why Philomela has her hair loose in the ending. She no longer lets anything tie her, not even her hair. I mean, I wouldn't be so fast with saying anything, but you know, she's getting there. She's getting there. That's what matters, right? And after credits, no, just spoilers. No, there we go. Save. Save. Okay, let's watch it again, shall we? Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. There we go. Yeah, I really thought that in this moment, Philomela is drowning, sure. Carnamagus is trying to take control of her, but Philomela will decide on her own that she doesn't want that she wants to be free, that she wants help, that she wants to decide for herself, etc., etc. Right? Symbolic. We had to take her away from Chise and the gang. We had to drown her in this water of despair so that she can come to this conclusion and come to understand what she wants herself. Not through Chise, not through Isaac, not through Lucy, through herself. That's why we need to isolate her. That's what I thought it's gonna be. But no, apparently not. I like how we can already see 4 people's shadows on this globule. And yeah, I initially thought it was just Chise and Philo, but I see Ruth and the rest was also here. What happened? It's grown back, except my fingers. Right. This is what made me think that instead of freeing herself from the Carnamagos, she merged with it, just like Chise with the dragon, right? That's why this arm, this hand, comes from the Carnamagos. That's why it's broken, because it's not her hand. But no. Everything but my fingers. Well, hopefully we can give them back to you somehow. Thank you for being here, Ruth. Although you probably should have stopped her. I guess Chise didn't give you an order like that, so you didn't, but she should have. She should have given you an order to stop Philomela, but alas. Alas. She really is, like, broken to the point where she goes to see Granny on herself, or on her own, of her own volition. Well, hard to talk about volition in her case, but you know what I mean, right? She doesn't need to go there. She could jump out of the window and run away. She could have waited for Chise to wake up and have her help. Whatever, any number of things. But instead, she decided to beeline it for Granny. Right? She's broken to that point. It'll be home again soon. Yeah, that's the chicken that Adam brought to life. Give a thief enough rope and he'll hang himself. I'm not sure who was the thief that hung himself. Not Granny. It would be like a proper thing to say if Granny was, I know, grabbed by the Carnamagos, right? They They save Philomela, take Philomela out of the circle, so Carnamagos starts lashing out with its tentacles, latches onto the granny and drags her in, or something like that, but I'm not sure what's the meaning of this title in this situation. And yeah, Elias, did you really have to hold her up by her neck? Was it really necessary? Why I'm unable to hold her shoulders? Yeah, because you were very close to Philomela when Philomela was young, right? You were feeding her, dressing her, cleaning her, she was riding on your shoulders, etc., etc. But now you are staying at arm's length, and it's apparently because of your core being surrounded in granny goop that she gave you in captivity. Because of that spell, I failed to protect her, but now the spell isn't there. This is interesting. Huh, what's this? There's something else inside. We mustn't go there yet. I wonder what is that something else inside. What could it be? Alkyone's secret power? That would be simple, right? That would be the easy explanation. Adam's soul? His wife's soul? Something along those lines? That is stored in the ball inside of Alkyone? I know, I guess that's maybe a message. Oh, that could be it. A message to Philomela recorded by her parents. Right? That would make sense. That would make sense. We mustn't go there yet for some reason, but sure, whatever the reason might be. All right, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Let's see, where is there? It is Ancient Magus Bride. The something else in Alkyone's core is a message to Philo from her parents. Probably. We mustn't go there yet, but yeah, you are finally back. Please, Sir Mage, take me to her. They really look nice together, don't they? I kinda wish for this to be the ship here, right? I fully support Elias x Alkyone. Honestly, I fully support this ship. Elias x Alkyone and Chise can have Philomela. That would be another great ship here, right? Am I right or am I right here? But alas, she is the Ancient Magus Bride, and Philomela is no Ancient Magus. Yeah, I really don't give a fuck about your motivations, Granny. I mean, sure, they explain what you did, but they absolutely don't absolve you of anything you did. And of course, yeah, he met that wench. And it was that wench who forced him to leave. My little Adam, my little son. It was her who talked him into it, of course. And yet, there was more to that. Like, notice, she didn't just go mad with grief of losing him or whatever, right? She didn't go, oh no, my son is out there, and she talked him into leaving. I must rescue him, I must save him. No. No. He belongs to me. From the very first moment, from the very beginning, it was about power, it was about ownership, it was about belonging. It wasn't about maternal love. It wasn't, she took away my beautiful son. It was, she stole my property. That's what it was. Granny wasn't a loving mother who just went mad because her son disappeared. No, she was not. I was told there wasn't so much left of him as a speck of dust. He probably put a hex on him that if he dies, he just fucking gets vaporized. Because he knew that if he left behind a body, Granny would immediately jump onto the occasion and just resurrect him, or turn him into a zombie, or put him in fucking formaldehyde and display him in a case. He knew what's gonna happen. He absolutely knew that. And that was the moment her eyes turned black, apparently. Her face was a lot like that creature being her mother. And yeah, of course, Philomela was so much like Adam, but less competent. So no, this isn't what I want. I want my property back. I thought that maybe this would be the moment where Philomela realized that, hey, I can change it. I can turn it around. I can still start climbing the stairs up. I can still go to Chise. I can still... ask for help. But no, she continued spiraling downwards. Is this a spiral staircase? No. I thought it's a spiral staircase, which would really give additional meaning to spiraling downwards, but alas. Alas. I need you, Philomela. Yeah, from this moment, it was obvious that Philomela is going to be the sacrifice. Lost control, consumed our entire bodies, and disassembled us. Yeah, welcome to the world of magic. It ain't sorcery that makes sense, it's magic. We were disassembled into pieces and thrown into a collective limbo of connected consciousness, and we had to find our memories to rebuild ourselves from scratch. That's how magic works. And of course, we are all going to see Philomela. Today, my son, your father comes home. Yeah, with the blood running through your veins. Again, obvious that Philomela is the sacrifice. I could bring your mother back too, you know. Not that I'm gonna, but I could. I have no freedom, nothing I do matters, I'm not allowed anything. Interesting that the Cartaphilus creature is, like, fooling Philomela towards sacrifice. Interesting. It really seems like Cartaphilus just wants to free himself somehow. But, finally, but, are you really going to do that? Do you know where she is? Yeah, I can smell her soul. And of course Granny's not gonna do that. But it's cool that she's finally out with it. There's no need to hide anything anymore. Your wishes don't matter to me. I need proof that he existed. That's interesting because Philomela is that proof. Philomela is a living, breathing proof that your son existed. But I guess it's not enough for you. I need an iron clamp to hold him here. Yeah, again. Control, ownership. A sacrifice, of course. Who are the guards, I wonder? Are they like an actual centaur? Like Simeon is a doctor? An actual Lamia? Or are they just artificial constructs, artificial fairies? I don't know. You didn't even try to find out how I was going to use that power. Yeah. Philomela was completely stripped of her will, of her mind, of her desires, of her incentive, of her anything and everything. That's the kind of person she is. And yeah, of course, it was all pointless. Yeah, I'm just gonna be a sacrifice. I'm going to die. I wanted to be loved. That's all I wanted. Yeah, again, parallels to how Adam was following Granny, right? Following her in the corridor, looking at her eating soup, following her to the library, etc., etc. But Adam was the one Granny wanted, not Philomela. I have no one. No, that's a lie. You have Chise. You have other friends. Guards? Yeah, your guards ain't gonna do shit. Just torn to shreds, burned to ashes. Easy. You can't stop me, well, fucking watch. Watch. If it's your wish, we can stop it. But yeah, what is your wish? Do you wish for us to stop it? If I may wish, help me. And yeah, of course, let's not touch it. It's just gonna suck you up. Let's use a tool. Sure. You used your magic to solve that puzzle. I'm not sure what the puzzle has to do anything with this situation, but alright. Universal tool, that's good. Stronger, sharper. Hammer isn't exactly sharp, but okay. It's a weapon. That's what matters. Look at how surprised Granny is here. Especially with the wrinkles on her forehead that look like raised eyebrows. She's just fucking flabbergasted. Get it done. And the glowing eyes of Elias. Amazing art on the roof. Coffin lock, I am your iron stake. By the house of the beast of the underworld. You burn away into the fields, and I place my hand on the coffin. Smash. And done. Easy. It was meant to summon a deity? Well, tough shit. Chise is kind of a deity herself. Little did you know. Well, lesser deity, I guess, because she's the slay beggy, right? So kind of, sort of, but she has the support of roof, right? A lesser, not a deity. I don't think black dogs are classified as deities, but the connection to the other world. There's also, of course, Cartaphilus. There's the dragon. There is, you could probably call, hey, Morrigan, I have some fresh blood for you. Come and help me, and it would just solve the problem as well. And also, Granny, dearest, you're thinking in terms of sorcery. This ain't sorcery, this is magic. It works by different rules. It works by completely different rules. Yeah. This is some beautiful art here. I've always wanted someone to help me. There we go. No, I think I thought her fingers are back, but no, they are still cracked at the first knuckle. And the end. The end of the episode. Thankfully, we still have 2 more episodes to the season. I'm really glad we didn't end with another cliffhanger. I fully expected that to happen. Right, like Chise smacks the circle and flash to white, and that's where the episode ends. No, I'm glad we got a little bit of a summary, because I was afraid that I'm gonna have to watch another episode in a single sitting. Also makes me wonder, what are the last 2 episodes gonna be? At least half an episode, if not a full-on episode, is going to be the fallout, right? Going back to the academy, settling back in, everybody's welcome back, yada 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 yada, right? Some power shifts in the families, right? With Granny dead, hopefully. The Rickenbackers are no longer, sorry, not the Rickenbackers, the surgeons are no longer gonna be a thing. The Rickenbackers won't have their slaves or whatever, or maybe someone else gonna be the head of the family, maybe even Philomela, whatever, right? There's gonna be some shifts in power. We're gonna have to handle that one way or another. The return to the academy, of course, that's also gonna be very important. Chise and Philomela finally making the potpourri, that would be great. But what before then? We still have at least 1 episode for overall story. So I wonder what's gonna happen. Well, the JRPG thing to do here would be if the Carnamagos possessed Granny and she turned into a big monster and we need to fight her. That would be a thing that could happen. Another thing would be that we just have to defeat the granny as a sorceress, and that shouldn't be particularly hard either, right? But I really don't think Granny is giving up this easily. There's gonna be something more. There's absolutely going to be something more. I just hope that they don't do another 180, another reversal, and I just hope that Philomela survives it. Because it would really fucking suck if in the next episode Granny just shot a fucking Zolfrak in Philomela's heart and she just died. It would really fucking suck. Because that would mean everything we've done so far was for abso-fucking-lutely naught. We could have just let them all be, and the effect would be the exact same, right? So I hope it doesn't happen. I hope Philomela actually does get rescued, does get saved, and does become her own person. So yeah, hopefully they're not gonna pull some last-minute drama here. As for the episode itself, I really enjoyed it. It was even hype by the end, especially with Chise finally getting to see some action, Ruth getting to see some action, some finally like combat and fighting and stuff like that. That was cool. That was dope. Don't get me wrong, I really did like the I really do like the magic school arc that is more focused on the adventure aspect, the slice of life even at moments, right? But I was kinda... Then again, Season 1 did not have a lot of fighting either. Let's be honest here, only by the end. And I guess that's the same with this season. Only by the end we see some actual action, some actual fighting. But I'm glad Chise can actually see some action in this season. That's good. That was a really hype moment. I'm glad that Philomela is finally her own person again. That she didn't... I was afraid, right? There were moments where I was genuinely afraid that Philomela is just going to give up. She's just gonna be sacrificed, she's just gonna accept it. Adam is gonna come back as a monstrosity, and that's gonna be the sad end. We're gonna have to kill Adam, we're gonna have to kill Granny. Philomela will already be dead by that point. Shit. We did nothing, we saved no one. Moral of the story, you can't save people who don't want help. Right? I was really afraid that's going to be how it goes. But no. At the last moment, Philomela already had so many moments to decide to be her own person. They waited until the last, didn't they? They really waited until the last possible moment, already laying on a sacrificial altar. But I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it happened. Yeah, good... I don't want to say good ending, because it's not the ending yet, but it's going in a good direction. I'm liking it. If in the next episode we can kill Granny, that would be even better, and I would really, really like the show as a whole. I mean, I still do like the show as a whole, but Granny dying in a pool of her own blood would like elevate it that much higher, right? I just hope they don't do anything like she's dying and in her death throes she's like, "Oh, Adam, I'll finally see you again." Right? I just hope they don't do anything corny like that. She doesn't deserve our, she doesn't deserve our, whatchamacallit, fuck, good feelings. I'm just gonna say, I lost the word. She doesn't deserve us to feel for her. That's how I'm gonna say it. Yeah, good shit. Really liked it. There's gonna be more, so that's even better. That makes the whole thing even better. That there's still 2 more episodes, so that's cool. That's good. Hopefully, at least one of them will be slice of life with Chise just hanging around with Philomela making potpourris. That would be great. Maybe an OVA or something. Also. Let me check just real quick. And Ancient Magus Bride Season 3. Has it already been announced, perchance? Oh, I already checked that, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, apparently manga was on hiatus or something? Yeah, apparently. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Whatever. Whatever comes. No point like dwelling in the future when it's still uncertain, right? But yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me for today, for this episode. But you guys, you tell me, what did you think of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that, all about it in the comments down below. And no spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord if you want. It's free, open to everybody. Like this video if you did, subscribe to be notified of future videos, not only Mahoutsukai no Yome, but also Magia Record, Sasakito Pichan, Dungeon, Meshi, Metallic Rouge, and plenty of others coming in the future. Click the bell to be notified of when I go live, because I do sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below. On Patreon, for $10 a month, you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Magia Record, and for just $1, you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. And on Patreon, you can also, and on YouTube, you can also support me via memberships, super thanks, super chats, stuff like that, also down below. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Without a Net, The Corpse Survivor, Zayrainer, Aquamancer, Dr. Watt, Mush, UK Ally, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to sacrifice Philomela.